welcome back for another video. So we're going to keep everything nice and mellow today for those of you who are used to my classes. It's a horrible, miserable, rainy day. We're all stuck inside. I'm sure life is moving. It certainly is here in some kind of slow motion. So we're going to keep the video and the class nice and slow and gentle, focusing on opening the heart, bringing some mobility and rotation into the shoulders and into that spine. So when you're ready, just come into a nice comfortable seated position, Sukhasana. As usual, if you'd like to, you can sit on a block, you can sit on a cushion, make yourself nice and comfortable, and just close off the eyes, bringing the hands onto the thighs or the knees when you're ready. And just arrive on your mat, setting yourself up for your yoga practice today. So just begin to deepen the breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, keeping the breath lovely and smooth. Just beginning to take control. So we're zoning everything into this present moment, letting go of everything outside of this practice, and just noticing how the body is feeling, what it's doing, where it feels tense. Feeling lovely and grounded down into the earth. Strong foundations lengthening up through the spine. Gently lifting the crown of the head. Let's just begin to roll those shoulders down the back. So we're going to work into the neck to begin with. So you can blink the eyes open, but try and keep that gaze nice and low as we gently just take that left ear over to the left shoulder, opening up into the right side of the neck. Keep that spine nice and long, stay nice and tall. Gently releasing the chin to chest, stretching out through the back of the neck, and gradually taking the right ear over to the right shoulder. So working into the left side of the neck. Beautiful, coming back through center, chin to chest. And then moving with your own breath. Maybe taking the neck all the way around if that feels good. So just loosening off. Keep the shoulders down the back. Nice gentle neck rolls. You can change direction. You might feel that one side or one way is a little bit stiffer than the other. Once you've completed the same on both sides, just coming back to center and rolling those shoulders up into the ears, relaxing down the back. And again. And a final time. Beautiful. Bring those hands to those knees, and let's take some hip rolls. So gently rotating through the hips. Making those circles as big or as small as feels good. You can bring the chest forwards. I'm feeling a little guilty right now because it's torrential rain, change direction, and I've just sent my husband out with my 2 children on scooters. So we'll see if they suddenly appear back in a minute. Beautiful, coming back to center when you're ready. Well done everyone. We're going to make our way into tabletop. So onto all fours, so when you're ready, just rolling over those knees or swinging the legs around behind you. Coming onto all fours, so bringing those wrists below your shoulders, knees below the hips. And let's just take some cat-cow. So when you're ready, on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, pull the heart forwards. As you exhale, round through the spine, chin comes to chest. And again, inhaling through to your cow. Exhale, press the ground away, round through the spine, stretching the back. Beautiful, returning to center, bring it into some hip circles. So we really want to get that mobility into the hips, into the shoulders today, that nice fluid movement. Taking these hip circles, however big, feels good. Changing the direction. Keep that breath lovely and smooth. And finally coming back to centre. So grounding down through the hands, drawing that belly button in towards the spine. Let's take the left leg all the way back. So we're going to keep those hips square in the socket. We're going to press through the ball of that left foot. Make sure your left wrist is under the left shoulder. Reach the right fingers forwards. Keep hugging that belly button in. So everything is squeezing into the midline of the body. Keep squeezing. Beautiful. One more breath. And then we're going to gently just release those left toes down and bring the right hand down under the right shoulder as we sweep the left leg all the way out to the side, dropping that heel. So working into these adductor muscles here, feeling a nice big stretch. I want you to gradually just lift that left arm up to the sky. So we're bringing in our shoulder rotation. So we're going to take some little circles here. So gently moving in that shoulder girdle. Keeping the neck wherever feels good. 3 nice big rotations. See how big you can get that movement. Beautiful. Taking it back in the other direction. Sweeping the arm. Lovely big circles. And on that third circle, we're going to reach those fingers up and we're going to pause and hold. So working into the shoulder. Keep rotating through the torso. And then maybe just bringing that left hand down behind your back. So we're keeping on twisting this shoulder. The cat is licking my hand and it's distracted me. If you can, get your left fingers and just reach for your right thigh. But don't worry if you can't make this connection. Gaze can be up or gaze can be down, whatever feels good. Beautiful. Inhale, taking that arm back up. We're going to rotate all the way back down. Left hand releases. And let's take that left leg all the way round. So we're going to take it back. And then we're actually going to take it all the way around behind your right leg, so to the back right corner of your mat. So pressing into that heel, and you should feel a nice deep stretch here down this left IT band, hip flexor. Pressing the heel away. Beautiful, guys. So from here, sweep the left leg all the way around, take it back through center, bring it all the way around to the front of your mat. We're going to come into our low lunge, so sink those hips down, length through the spine. You can come up onto the fingertips. Keep the spine nice and long, engaged through the core. And then if it's okay for you, you can either come up by placing the hands on the knee, or you can sweep those arms all the way up, sinking into the hips. And take a little bend in the elbows, open through the heart. Nice big breath in, filling up the front body. As you exhale, squeeze the elbows and the hands together. Inhale to open. Exhale to squeeze. One more time, inhaling to open. And exhaling to squeeze, bringing everything forwards. Beautiful. Take it back to center, reaching those arms up nice and tall. This time we're going to float our left hand down inside our left leg. So both hands come down, ground down into the left hand. Windmill this right arm all the way back and open it up. So right fingers coming up to the ceiling, working again into that right shoulder. Nice deep breaths, feel the spine lengthening. Working into that left hip. Beautiful, windmill that right arm all the way back down, bring it to the outside edge of your mat. Let's take our left hand to our left knee. And just gently ease this left hip open a little bit more. Stay with that breath, guys. Lovely. It's not very helpful having a cat on your mat. So we're just going to release this left hand and take it back down inside the left shin. Square those hips off again. And we're going to pivot with our hips here. So we're going to make our way to Skandasana. So I just want you to rotate on that back heel all the way around. So we're here in our Skandasana. I will turn around and face you. So we're in our Skandasana this way round. I'm just going to move this cat. Slowly focus here. So beautiful. So in our Skandasana. Now you can stay like this here, if this feels good. If you're quite high up, don't worry, that's absolutely fine. You're coming into a little side lunge. If you can come all the way down, maybe bring the hands to the heart space, working into the balance. Nice deep breaths. And then we're just going to gently release our left hand down behind us, sweep that right arm up and open. So working into the heart and the front body. Beautiful. Exhale, floating that hand back down. So walking the hands back around in front of you, grounding down into the sole of the left foot, bringing those hips up into a wide-legged forward fold. So from here, just slightly pigeon toe your feet. So work those toes in. Nice long spine to begin with. If you want to, you can take the feet wider, and then we're going to gradually just come down into our forward fold. So you can come wherever you want to here. Wherever you can feel a lovely, nice deep stretch through those hamstrings. Maybe you can get your head all the way down to the ground. Try and release as much as you can. Gently walking that spine forwards again. We're going to come to a nice flat back, length through the spine, and ground down into that left foot hand this time as we take an opening to the right. So right fingertips reach up to the sky. Spine is lovely and long. So a nice long straight line from the crown to the tail. Exhale, gently release. Right hand comes down underneath the face, left hand sweeps up to the sky, opening through that left shoulder. Beautiful, floating it all the way back down. And then we're just going to walk our hands round to either side of our right leg, turning those toes round to face the right side, dropping the left knee down, and then sending that right leg all the way back into our tabletop. Coming to some grounding breaths here, wrists underneath shoulders, knees below the hips. We're going to do that little flow on the other side. So when you're ready, we're going to take that right leg all the way back and then lift it up into the air. Keep those hips nice and square, ground down into that right hand. Reach those left fingers forwards. Have a sense of drawing your inner thighs together, squeezing your shoulders together. So making everything nice and tight, nice and steady in the middle. Beautiful. Bringing that left hand all the way down. Let's take our right leg all the way out to the side. Okay. Go away. So right heel comes down, and this time we're going to open out to the right. So grounding down into that left arm. Right arm is going to reach up to the sky. I love how cats just don't care at all. They come on your mat, they'll start cleaning their bottom in front of the camera. I do apologise if that offended anyone at home. Keep reaching with those right fingers. And then we're going to bring those circles in. So nice big circles into the right shoulder. Moving with the breath, opening to that shoulder girdle. 3 circles in one direction. And And then we'll take it back the other way, so rotating. Probably the more unnatural way for most people. On your third rotation, we're going to pause and hold at the top. So really reaching through those right fingers, nice long spine. Maybe we're going to release that right hand behind our backs and look for our left thigh. So getting a really nice deep twist into the spine. One more breath here. And we'll gently release. So sweeping the right arm all the way around. Releasing it down to the mat. Now from here, square those hips off your right leg. It's going to come all the way back and then around to the back left corner of your mat. We're just going to press that heel away. Working into that right hip. Down the hip flexor, the IT band. Nice deep breaths. Beautiful, guys. So from here, that nice big movement from the right leg, we're going to take it round into a low lunge. So sweeping the right leg all the way round, taking it all the way around to the front of your mat, bringing the foot between the hands. You might want to shuffle it forwards, coming into our low lunge. So just come onto those fingertips and find that nice long spine first. Engage through the core, ground down into the sole of the right foot. You're going to either sweep your arms all the way up or you can press up through the knee. Reaching, 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 sinking down with the hips and then take a little bend in those elbows. Open through the heart. Exhale, squeeze. And again, inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. Again, inhale, really open, broaden through the chest. Exhale, squeeze the hands and the elbows together. Final inhale, taking those arms all the way back up, setting the hips back. As we exhale, float both hands down inside that right leg. So right hand comes down inside the right calf. Left arm is going to rotate up. So working into that shoulder opening again. A little bit of a balance involved here. Try and get that back as flat as possible as we exhale. Windmill the arm all the way down. Take that left hand out to the left. Right hand onto the right knee and begin to sink into that right hip. Stay with your breath. Nice deep breaths here, guys. So really get into those niggly areas of the hip. Beautiful, lovely, guys. So from here, just releasing off that right knee, we're going to take that right hand back down inside, squaring those hips off. We're going to do that little pivot on that back heel, so tuck your toes, pivot round into your Skandasana. Now, if you're all the way up here, this is absolutely fine. You can work into a little side lunge, keep your hands down. Otherwise, you're going to come all the way down, toes point up, maybe bringing it into your balance. Try and get the spine long if you're in the balance. Beautiful, then releasing that right hand down behind you. Let's open the heart. So left finger's reaching up and back. Nice deep stretch here. Beautiful, releasing all the way back down. Walk those hands around to the front. Let's release the left toes down, press into the balls of the right, and we're back in our wide-legged forward fold, guys. Let's go for a nice deep fold this time. So maybe take those feet just a little wider. Find that length in the spine first, and when you're ready, exhale down. Leading with the chest. Walk the hands back, pressing ground away from you, drawing the chest and the head down just a little bit deeper. Nice deep breaths here. If you'd like to, you can release the hands and take hold of the outside of your feet. This might enable you to come just a little bit lower down to the ground. Beautiful, gently release. Bringing those hands back, taking them out in front of you. That's just gently heel toe those feet in. So coming all the way into the middle, coming to your Uttanasana, so a nice forward fold. Find that length in the spine first, so your halfway lift, squeezing those shoulder blades together, nice flat back. As you exhale, let's come all the way down. So if you need to here, keep a little bend in those knees, allow that chest to release towards the thighs. Give the head a little shake, make sure there's no tension there. And just take hold of opposite elbows. Into your ragdoll, letting everything go. Beautiful, rolling up nice and gently through the spine in slow motion. Remember, it's a slow motion day, shoulders releasing, coming to Tadasana. So standing up nice and tall, shoulders relax. Now I just want to bring one balance into today's class, one little balance flow, and then we'll come back down towards the mat. So from here, grounding down into the sole of that left leg, I want you to just draw that right knee up in towards your chest. So really squeeze into that hip first. Find your drishti point, then holding your right knee with your right hand, begin to open out through the right hip, taking the left hand out to the left. So you're really working into the right hip and the glute. Keep opening, keep opening. Standing tall, shoulders relax. If you want to, maybe have a little look over your left fingertips. Keep those shoulders relaxing. Don't hold any tension. Slow the body down. Beautiful, bring it back to center. Well done guys, give that right knee another little hug. Standing up nice and tall. This time we're going to take this right leg down the middle of our left thigh. So again, nice open hips. Bring the hands to the heart space. And let's just have a little sit down into our chair. See how low you can go. Try and keep the spine long. Going with any wobbles. Nice strong foundations. Bring those hands in front of the heart space. Keep sinking. Beautiful. Well done, everyone. One more breath. And we'll gently release. So just coming all the way back up. Whoop. Last little hug for that right knee. Gently release it back down. Wow, quite a lot of work on that left leg. Give them a little shake. You're probably feeling it there. And we'll go on the other side. So you know what we're doing. If you want to do one and not the other, please feel free to freestyle. Ground into the right leg, standing nice and tall. Give your left knee a nice little squeeze. So work that hip flexor first. So really give it a nice big stretch. When you're ready, left hand comes to the left knee, opening out through that left hip, right fingertips come out to the right. So focus on that left glute and that left hip. Feel that squeeze. Keep opening up, maybe taking the gaze over your right fingertips. Nice steady breath, guys. Relax through those shoulders. Beautiful, bring it back to center, nice and slowly move that gaze. Take that right hand back round, give the leg a little squeeze. We're going to work into our chair, so side of the left foot comes down that right thigh. Hips are nice and open, hands come to the heart. We're going to sit down into our chair. Sinking a little lower. I'm not going to take this one too low because I have a bit of a dodgy ankle at the moment. So nice deep breath. If you can, bring that bottom down. Feeling lovely and strong through that right leg. Beautiful. One more breath if we can. Sink a little lower. Gently releasing. Whoop. Hug the left knee in. One more squeeze, release it back down. Give the legs a little shake. Well done, everybody. I want you to gently sweep those arms up above you. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at those hips. Coming all the way down. Release your hands to the mat. And let's step it back into a downward facing dog. Wouldn't be right if we didn't do at least one. So spread through those fingers. Work the heels down. Work the chest down. Relax the shoulders around the back. Give the head a little shake, a little nod. Beautiful. We're going to bring it all the way back down into a tabletop. So releasing those knees, untucking those toes. Beautiful, guys. Well done. So I want you to take your right leg back this time. Just move forward a bit. Right leg comes back. I want your left hand in line with your left knee as you drop that right heel down and sweep the right arm open. So we're back into our shoulder and back work. Option to stay here or option to lift that right leg, bringing in a little bit more of a balance. Final option is to bend that right knee, taking hold of the ankle or the foot, opening the chest just a little bit more. So it will require quite a lot of concentration. Beautiful. Releasing back. You've got the leg lifted, taking it back down to the ground. I want you to keep that shoulder open and just gently square those hips off. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. Thread the right hand. Under the left, coming down into your thread the needle. So walk your left hand forwards. Bring the right shoulder down to the floor. If it doesn't quite meet the floor there, you could bring a cushion underneath it. So bring those left fingers forwards, right shoulder comes down to the ground. Taking some nice deep breaths in your thread the needle. Keep reaching through those left fingers, keep reaching those right fingertips away. Your right palm should be up towards the sky. Beautiful. From here, just gently sink your sit bones back to your heels, and we're going to thread our left hand in the opposite direction. So our arms are like this underneath us. Let me just adjust my camera. Just fall in slightly. Beautiful. So back into our child's arms across like this underneath us and releasing down. So you can release the head all the way down if you wish to. You should really feel a nice deep stretch across those shoulders here. You've got your left arm in front of your right. The sit bones working their way back towards the heels. Beautiful. Gently releasing, rolling back up. Beautiful. We're going to take it back into a tabletop. So coming to work on the other side. This time, let's take our left heel back, our left toes back. Sorry, drop that left heel down. Sweeping the left arm all the way up, working back into that left shoulder. So you've got the options here. You can stay like this. Nice firm foundation with that right hand, or you can lift the left leg. Final option is to bend that left knee, reach for the left foot. Press it into the hand, open through the chest. Wherever you are, keep your right hand firmly planted into the ground. Keep a long spine, feel nice and rooted. Beautiful. If your left leg is lifted, release it back down. Gently square off those hips. Take the left knee back to meet the right and thread. The left hand all the way under into your thread the needle. Walk those right fingers towards the front of your mat and keep reaching with these left. So left palm is up. We're resting on our left shoulder. If it doesn't reach the floor, please use a cushion underneath yourself. Nice deep breaths here, thread the needle. Beautiful. So gently just slide your sit bones back to your heels and slide your right arm across in opposite directions. Releasing down, you can let go with the head. You should feel really nice deep stretch. Been really working into those shoulders, so this should be a nice release. Three more breaths here. Take your time. Beautiful. Really gently, just rolling your way back up. Give those hands a little shake. Well done, guys. Oh, so we're going to come forwards, come back into our tabletop. And we're going to come down into our puppy dog. So I just want you to gently, just keeping your hips stacked above your knees, walk those hands forwards. So we want our chest to release all the way down towards the mat. Keep those hands pressing down, so we're kind of pressing, actively pressing the mat away, allowing us to release the chest down to the ground. Again, a lovely release again through the shoulders and the armpits. Nice big stretch through the front body, so a nice little heart opener. Keep that breath smooth, slow it back down. Every exhale, allow your heart to come a bit closer to the ground. Beautiful, last breath here. And then we're going to gently rock the body forwards. So just releasing the tummy and the hips all the way down to the ground into our Sphinx. Opening through the front body, squeezing those back muscles. Engaging through the glutes and the legs. Opening through the front body. So you should feel a lovely release in your lumbar spine. Beautiful. Exhale, release all the way down to the ground. So from here, take your right arm out. So palms flat, arms nice and straight in line with the shoulder. I just want you to press down into your left hand, so elbow is up. And gently roll onto your right side. So you can bring this left foot down to the ground, just behind your right leg if that feels good. If it doesn't, then don't worry, keep the left leg where it was. Breathing into the right shoulder. Letting everything go. Should feel like a nice, deep stretch. Your shoulders will thank you. Beautiful, and gently release, so pressing back into that left hand, rolling all the way back. This time we're going to take those left hands, the left arm out to the left, palm down, right hand grounds down as we roll onto our left side, releasing that right foot behind us. So come back to that breath, really feel this left shoulder opening. Don't often pay our shoulders this much attention. Beautiful. And gently roll it back to centre. So I just want to finish with a nice spinal twist. So in your own time, we're going to come into a cat's pulling its tail. So I will just take your left hand out in front of you and roll onto your left side again. I want you to bend your left knee, so your left toes are coming up behind you. Your right hand is going to reach for these left toes. And then you're going to gently bring this right leg all the way out to the side. From here, rolling your right shoulder back down to the ground. So you kind of want to get your back nice and flat. If you want to add in the most intensity to the stretch, reach your left fingers for your right foot. So we're in a proper little pretzel. It's quite hard to see when I'm lying down on the ground, but I've got my left foot in my right hand and my right foot in my left hand or working towards. So take whichever version of the stretch, whichever level feels good for you. Close off the eyes and just try and find a release. Really nice way to finish, really intense spinal twist. Having that sense of wringing out the muscles, the spine. Keep allowing the right shoulder to release down to the ground. Beautiful. So to release, we're going to let go of our feet. Gently slide that right leg back and then roll all the way back onto our front. You can come up into a sphinx, ready to take that on the other side. So this time stretching the right hand up, out in front of you, rolling onto your right side. So the first stage is to bend those right toes up towards your bottom and reach for your toes with your left hand. Left foot is going to slide all the way out in front of you. So this might be enough. If you want to take it a stage further, you're going to gently roll. Can you see me? Have I rolled off the screen? Roll back onto your back. So left shoulder's working its way down to the ground. And then you're going to reach these right fingers towards these left toes. So you may or may not be able to make contact. It doesn't matter. As long as the intention is there and you're moving in those directions, you're going to be getting all the benefits of this lovely, lovely deep spinal twist. Let go of the breath, so make sure you're not holding onto the breath. Let it be natural. Allow the body to find just a little bit of softness. Allow the body to release. Beautiful, gently releasing through the hands. Bring the feet back to the bottom of your mat. We're going to roll onto our backs this time. So coming down onto our backs, and knees are bent. Let's give ourselves a nice big squeeze. So wrapping the arms around your knees, gently rocking from side to side. Taking some nice big full body breaths. And in your own time, we're going to take this into our shavasana. So you can just gently release those feet down. You might want to keep the knees bent if you've got any spine issues or back pain. Otherwise, we're going to take the legs all the way down to the outside of our mats. Arms coming down by our side, palms facing up. Allow everything to become heavy. So nice, deep breaths, letting everything go. Noticing how heavy the body is feeling. So imagine we're sinking down into the earth. Letting everything drop, letting everything fall. Let the mind be free, let the breath be free. And taking as long as you need to here. Allowing all the benefits of your practice to wash over you with your breath. Keeping the mind as still as we can. Finding our release. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Namaste.